Congrats again to Christopher Bell and the number 20 team on the win at Phoenix. Congrats to him, his crew chief, Adam Stevens, the Ream Racing team, and Toyota on the win. That's three wins in a row for Christopher Bell. He's won 3 of the first 4 races this year. He's the first person to do that since Kevin Harvick. By the way, I said that last week when Harvick, at the time, or when Bell was winning 2 of the first 3 at the time, and Harvick did 2018. So he's the first. Bell's the first driver since Kevin Harvick to win 3 of the first 4 races, and he's also the last. And he's also the first driver since Kyle Larson to win 3 races in a row. So yeah, Christopher Bell is looking good pretty early this year. So far, he has 3 wins in the first 4 races. He and William Byron are the only winners this year, by the way. So yeah, congrats to Christopher Bell and the 20 team on the win. His fans, they're off to an amazing start. So he has at least 15 playoff points. So already. Might have more than that possibly, but he has 15 playoff points at least, because you get 5 playoff points if you win. So congrats to those guys, 3 wins in a row. It's impressive, and win 3 of the first 4 races is impressive too. Second is his teammate Denny Hamlin. Almost had him at the line. Just thought he had. I thought Denny was going to win it there on that last lap, but Christopher Bell just had a little more power there towards the end. Third was Kyle Larson, who I didn't hear much from during the race, but didn't hear much till the end. But third. Fourth was Josh Berry. Started in the top 10, top 5, stayed there most of the race. Got a great run out of it. He needed a great run. He and the Wood brothers. That was a great run by them. Fifth was Chris Buescher. Sixth was William Byron, who led some laps there for a little bit too. So yeah, he won stage 1 too, so it's not bad. Seventh is Alex Bowman. Eighth was Kyle Busch, our RCR teammate. Ninth was Zane Smith. Great run for Zane Smith. One of his best runs of the year so far. And to round out your top 10 is Chase Elliott, and all the Hendrick cars got a top 10 finish, which was good. And Chase Elliott to finish 10th when he wasn't really, unfortunately, much of a factor most of the race, and wasn't in contention, to come and finish 10th. That's really impressive. And yeah, like I said, that rounds out your top 10 finishers right there, and all Hendrick cars finished in the top 10. 11th was Ross Chastain. 12th, shout out to AD Austin Dillon, coming home 12th. Where he was, like, he wasn't near the top 15 really too much. He was around the top 20 or so, but to come back and get a 12th place finish is good. We needed a run like that. And sometimes when you don't have no business being up there and running, be finishing where you run, you need runs like that sometimes. So AD needed a great run. It hasn't been too great to start off the year, so a 12th place I will take. 13th is Joey Logano, who was like a factor for like the first stage or so until he had a penalty on that restart for going below the yellow line, going below the yellow line at the restart, which you're not, I don't think, supposed to do. 14th is John Hunter Nemechek. 15th was Ryan Preece, who led some laps there, did really well. He was on the softer tires there too. He was doing well there. 16th, Ty Dillon, one of my boys. I hated it for him because on the option tires, which is the softer tires, they were doing the softer and primary tires in Phoenix. When Ty was on that softer tires, he was going through the field. He was up to 4th at one point, but unfortunately, on those last pit stops, one of the last pit stops, he was too fast entering, and that's what killed him for like a great run. But to come back finish 16th, that's not too bad. I mean, yes, I kind of hurt that he didn't finish better because of that penalty, but 16th, finish 16th, come back from the penalty, it's not too bad. 17th was Todd Gilliland, 18th Eric Jones, 19th Austin Cindric, 20th was Tyler Reddick. Wish he would have ran a little bit better, but he had like power steering issues and all that, so and still hung in there. 21st was Ricky Stenhouse, 22nd AJ Allmendinger, 23rd was Daniel Suarez. Gotten I think I was having a decent run, but he got into Catherine leg there. I'll get into more in a minute. 24th was Cody Ware. 25th is Ty Gibbs. It has not been a great start to the year for Ty Gibbs finishing wise. He was in the top 15 there. I saw he was battling there in the top 15. He could have possibly had a top 10 finish, but I think it was something with the brake rotor possibly or something like that. But yeah, tough break for Ty Gibbs there. 26th Noah Gragson, 27th Michael McDowell. Just struggled all day. Just didn't have the best car. And Spire as a team struggled in didn't have a great weekend finishing wise, but Michael McDowell does have a silver lining. He does have an extra championship point because he was the fastest. He did have the fastest lap there. 28th Ryan Blaney. His engine blew. 29th was Bubba Wallace, who was gonna have a nice afternoon. Just his car got into the wall. Something was wrong with the brake rotor. His car just got in the wall. Something was wrong with the brakes. The brake rotor broke off or something. But hate that for Bubba. 30th is Catherine Legg, who made her Cup debut. She's raced in all kinds of sports cars, IndyCar, Formula E. She's done some Xfinity races. I think probably IMSA, you name it. But I hated it for her because I thought she was gonna just make some laps and just hopefully complete all the laps, but she didn't get to because she washed. I read she washed up on the track. Got into spun out, washed up, and then Daniel Suarez had nowhere to go and got into her, and that's how her day was done. I hated that for her. I wish she would have completed all the laps, but didn't get to there, unfortunately. 31st was SVG, who was involved in one of those wrecks in earlier in stage 2. He finished 31st after finishing top 10 last week at COTA. But yeah, hated for SVG there. I thought he was gonna, maybe, who knows, but 32nd is Cole Custer, got involved in that wreck. 33rd, Brad Keselowski. 34th, Justin Haley, who got involved in that early wreck in stage 2. 35th was Chase Briscoe. Hated for him. He was before that wreck. He was in the top 15. He was 13th. I thought he was gonna just try to have a great day. Hate to see Briscoe struggle to start off the year there a little bit. Other than that, and we won the appeal, so which is good, but just wasn't the finish I wanted. But if we didn't win that appeal, if Briscoe didn't win that appeal, it could have been that point situation could have been a lot worse. But because of his DNF, he is I think he is minus 14 to the last playoff spot to Ross Chastain, who is currently the last playoff spot. So, not out of the realm. He can point his try to point his way in there right now. But yeah, 36 was Carson Hostbar, 37th was Riley Herbst, and that rounds out your finishing order. And let's see here, Briscoe, because of that DNF, he is 20th in points. He's 14 points behind, obviously, so he has a little bit of work to do. SVG and one of my other drivers, SVG and Ty Dillon, are 19 points behind Ross Chastain in points right now, and Austin Dillon, he is 22 points behind Ross Chastain behind for the last playoff spot. But yeah, AD did gain some points from last week, and gained like 8 or 9 points or so from last week when he was like 30, 31 points behind the last playoff spot. So, and let's get to Austin. I'm gonna get to Austin Dillon. I didn't think we'd finish in the top 15. We were hanging around 16th or 20th or so, but somehow we finished 12th right here. Sometimes when you have no business of finishing where you think you are, you do need days like that sometimes. And glad we got a 12th place finish. Probably one of our best runs this year. Hate hasn't been the start AD has wanted right now, but yeah, I'm glad he came back, got top 15, got a decent run out of it, gained some points without stage points. So let's go to Vegas next week. Try to get off the truck fast, and let's get to work. And hopefully those guys, the 3 team, can get to work and welcome and bring a fast one to Vegas next week. And I'd like to close out. Let's go, AD.